Hey everybody, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys why it's so important to have self-control. Self-control will completely change your life, okay? If you have self-control, you don't even understand how much more incredible your life will get. Every single waking moment, you have self-control, you have mastered the art of life, okay? And oftentimes, if you will just have times in your life where you feel that like you're out of control and like you're running after your addictions or you're just running and running and running, the way to win yourself over, literally win yourself over, is having self-control, okay? This starts with your phone. This starts with your sexual energy. You don't just give your energy to anyone or anything, okay? You have to have self-control. You can't just scroll on your phone till 12 at night. You have to put your phone away completely, okay? You can't just scroll on your phone and think that, oh, I'm gonna get a good life if I'm just consuming content the whole day. You have to put your phone away. You have to gain back your power. How do you gain back your power in this life? It's completely starts with having self-control, okay? Do not run after your addictions. Reset your dopamine receptors. Andrew Huberman speaks all about this. I've spoken about this in other videos, and I want to even go even deeper on this. So if you reset your dopamine receptors, you aren't going to crave a quick hit in dopamine. You're going to want it slowly. You're going to want a steady lifestyle. Every single time you reset your dopamine receptors, you're going to feel like a sense like you accomplished something so much in your life. So let's say before I was going to, let's say, scroll on my phone, I paused and I was like, who is going to thank me tomorrow morning? My highest self. Act like your highest self. Dress in a way like your highest self would dress. Every single moment of your life is your best day. You know those people that like wait for that day to wear that outfit, or wait for that day to go to that place, or wait for that day to eat that really yummy food, or wait for that day to just like, when that day comes, I'm gonna feel good. I hear it everywhere. When that day comes, the day is now. It's this moment. You have to feel good in this moment, and then that day will come. Like, that's the only way it's going to work. And the reason why so often people are like waiting for that day to come is because they're not content with themselves. So they think some outside source is going to bring them that validation or that completeness. And you know what's going to happen? That day is going to come and they're going to be like, oh, I'm not even satisfied. I'm not even happy. Why? Because they were never content in the present moment. So that day came and they don't even care for it. They don't even think it's good. People will wait and dream for that life of theirs down the road and down the line, and then it comes and they're not even content. You hear them complaining about their life, different things, you hear things and you're like, didn't you dream of that when you were a baby? Didn't you dream of that lifestyle and now you have it and you're complaining? And I see people like on the road or different places and they'll just, for some reason, I'm a very like, I think the word is empathetic person. So I will just like absorb, and people will come to me. I'm in a mall or I'm at places, like a psychic will come up to me. She'll just like share her whole life story with me. Like the psychic is coming to me and she'll just like unload her whole life story on me, and I'll just listen to her. Or in different places, I'm walking my dog, people will just say random things. I'll go to like an office and people will just like unload all of their stories or just tell me like some random thing. Sometimes I'll take it as a sign, but also different times I'll be like, they are really just they feel like a safe space with me and they want to just share their feelings. And I will notice with some people, they'll just be like complaining about their life. And obviously I understand, like some people, they would just need to get it off their chest. But if you hear these people like day in, day out, if you start getting to know them and that's how they are, they're just complaining and complaining, like run so fast. I cannot be in the same space of people that complain, especially if it's like a life they've dreamt of and they're like complaining about it, okay? There's a way to turn that around. There's a way to start loving yourself and taking care of yourself. And I'll see, let's say like, even with myself, like I'll just be like taking care of myself, like going for my jogs and like being really disciplined and doing all the work. And then sometimes with myself, I'm like, wait, but shouldn't I just like, why am I doing so much? And then I'm like, are you kidding me? What else is there? Like, what's the alternative? To just sit on your couch? Like, what, I should just sit in bed, lay in bed? I shouldn't be self-motivated. I should only be self-motivated for some other person or for some other day. No, you be self-motivated today in this moment. That's going to bring you your superpower. That's going to bring you your success, because no outside source, like literally no outside source, can bring you the amount of contentment and satisfaction you can get from truly being present in the moment. Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks all about this, and he shares that as soon as you decide to be present in the moment and love every aspect of yourself and just really bask in this present moment, all your power is here now. It's no outside source, it's nothing from the outskirts. Like, love every single minute in this present moment. Growing up, I was like in an environments and around like a philosophy and a lifestyle that was always like, what's next? I'm gonna be good enough when I am blank, 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 okay? You are only good enough when you are fill in the blank, whatever that is for how you grew up, right? And there was just things in my mind that just are like so programmed up in my mind. And it's like, you are only good enough if you accomplish this. Otherwise, what are you even doing with your life? We can't even look at you. That mentality and that lifestyle doesn't live with me. That doesn't come into my space anymore. I am good enough in this present moment. I am perfect in this present moment. No outside validation, an outside source will give me that peace and contentment that I will find within myself. Because if you seek outwards, you will just always never feel good. You will go externally, 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 and you see it. People running for people's validation. You see it all the time. Everyone's just running, and then they get it and they're not happy. Be happy now. Choose happiness now, okay? Choose it. You owe it to yourself. Don't try to go outside and get it. Be happy with yourself now. Do something today that will bring you presence, that will bring you that sense of contentment within yourself. Do something now that you can stop complaining and start living. And think about the life you're living now and be like, oh my God, I dreamt of this life. I manifested this life. Let me appreciate it. Let me start appreciating what I have. And when you start appreciating what you have, there's like so much joy in that. And I noticed for a while, I was having like insomnia. I wasn't able to sleep because I was on my phone, obviously. And I'm gonna say it again because it's so important to just like really notice, like, we have to let go of those addictions. And I was just like doom scrolling and just wasting my energy. And I just am noticing that my energy came back to me. My life force came back to me when I reclaim my own energy, and I'm not trying to outsource my energy. I'm getting it from my own internal self. And you really want to call all your energy back to you. Let's say you had experiences, you had places that you feel like someone took your energy, call that back to you. Call all your energy back to you so you feel whole and complete in this present moment. In every single moment of your life, you have power to create your own reality in your own life, okay? You have the power. No one else has the power. You have the power. If you can really choose to focus on the present moment and just notice how much power you have in this present moment, and know, like, no one, let's say you have someone that you look up to, or you have even anyone. Like, for me recently, it's so interesting. I was thinking about Elon Musk, let's say, and how much, like, how what he has created, and he has just like created a whole world in the space world, and he's trying to make it like a multi-planeted universe, and like people live on other planets, and he's just doing so much. And let's say think about him and think about like how much he has to tackle in one day, And then let's say you think about your little small life, and I'll like think about my small little life, and I'm like, I'm just trying to tackle a couple of things here. And then it just gets my life into perspective, and I'm like, I have nothing to do. And I'm not trying to put myself down. It's more of like, oh, let me broaden my perception, broaden my perspective of my life, and notice like tapping into other people's realities and being like, they have so much going on. They have so much they need to accomplish in their life. They have a lot to do. And like, I have this small little life of mine. Like, I'm sure I can get this fixed. Like, I can move mountains in my life. If he can create a multi-planeted planet universe, however you say it, if he can create that, like, and create all these like incredible things, I can create my own life in this moment. Like, and obviously, like, then think about God. Think about people in the universe that have created incredible things, tap into their reality, and then look at your life and be like, oh, I can also do it. Or I can also create that dream life of mine. I don't have to just think that my problems are so big. Like, you don't want to make yourself feel like, oh, nothing's wrong. Like, okay, obviously, you have agency to feel the way you feel, but then at the same time, you want to broaden your perception of like, oh my God, I can do it too. I can create that life of mine too. And truly just go after that feeling, go after your dreams, go after your life. Do something today that your highest self will be happy tomorrow. A lot of times I will think about my life and I will think, okay, I am going to, when I go to my pillow tonight, when I fall asleep tonight, am I going to be happy with how I was, my presence, my energy, how I treated myself, how I treated others? Am I going to be happy with my energy, or am I going to be sad, or am I going to not appreciate how I was, or am I going to wish I acted in a different way? And always think about that. How am I going to feel when I go to sleep tonight after taking this action? And to me, like, how am I going to feel, let's say, if I would have doom scrolled last night, I would have felt horrible this morning, but instead I feel accomplished. So you want to go after things in your life that you feel like, I can really accomplish things. Obviously, you have to go after your dreams and have a goal and have a vision in mind, but then at the same time, you don't want to overwhelm yourself with doing too much. And you don't want to think like, oh my God, there's so much to do. How am I going to ever get this done? So what you want to do is really focus on the day, one day at a time, the day-to-day things, one task at a time. And instead of like overwhelming yourself and thinking I have 30 tasks to do, try to do one today. And like, see how you feel after doing one, and then tomorrow you can do another one. Or don't even think about tomorrow, think about today. Like, what's in front of you today, tackle that, do that, and then you'll feel so much better once you have accomplished one thing at a time.